What is postmodernism?
Postmodernism is a philosophy that says absolute truth does not exist. The term postmodernism literally means after modernism and used philosophically describe the current era which came after the age of modernism. Postmodernism supporters deny long-held beliefs and conventions and maintain that all viewpoints are equally
So
valid.
what are the dangers of postmodernism?
Relative truth. People naturally reject anything that declares to be inherent truth, such as the Bible.
Loss of discernment. Attempting to make proper and meaningful distinctions in the area of religion is no more meaningful.
Pluralism. No religion has the right to proclaim itself true and other competing faith false or even inferior.
Response to the dangers of postmodernism. First, to testify the truth, read John chapter 18, verse 37. Second, Christianity claims that meaningful distinction exists between Christians' faith and others, and those who claim distinction do not exist are actually making a distinction. Third, Acts chapter 17 verse 30 was an exclusive and universal command from God to anyone. Any postmodernist says Paul was wrong is committing an error against his own pluralistic philosophy.
Today, postmodernism led to relativism where all truth is relative.
What is right for one group
Is not necessarily true to everyone.
Postmodernism began at precisely 3 p.m, March the 16th, 1972. Modernism had failed, or at least that's what the postmodernists believed. Modernists had spent much of the 20th century trying to forge a better world, inspired by science and universal truths. To them, less was more. To postmodernists, less was a bore. They believed we needed as many references as possible to determine our own individual subjective conclusions. Art is a good way to try and explain it. Remember Picasso? He created one-off masterpieces based upon predetermined principles of art. His creations rocked the art world. But postmodernists weren't impressed. They believed in more than one method or style. Collage, chance, anarchy, repetition. These were infinitely more interesting. Postmodernists wanted to challenge audiences and force them to ask questions. Postmodern buildings rallied against the blandness that had gone before. The Las Vegas Strip is a great example, a riot of styles, cultures and whimsical collage. Like any movement, postmodernism had its critics. Objecting to unnecessary ornamentation, an obsessive tendency to recycle the past to make something new, and often just plain silliness. The rise of mass media really helped postmodernism take off. The world was interconnected like never before. For many, postmodernism was liberating, giving creative expression a dynamic, often unsettling voice. Postmodernist cinema still confuses, surprises and delights us. Postmodernist performers still bemuse us. And we just can't seem to get enough of quirky postmodern art. Politically, philosophically, creatively, the postmodern movement has proven itself a force to be reckoned with. Like a giant social cattle prod compelling society to question why things are the way they are. And why they aren't.